that choice. So
All right. I think this is about time to start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Lutheran High School digital Zoom awards night for our students. It is an honor to greet you guys here. And I'll tell you what, first let's start in a quick prayer, and then I'll just start with some opening comments. But let's pray. Heavenly Father, Lord, you have brought us here tonight, and this is a night of celebration about all the hard work our students have put into this year. Lord, we love all of our students, and so many of them have, man, they just stand out to me. You've built all of them in such unique ways, and so we want to thank you for the ability to recognize our students and just the amazing things that they're doing. Lord, I want to thank you for their families. I want to thank you for the additional people here too, the grandparents and the aunts and uncles that may be here tonight, and cousins and whoever else. In fact, a former teacher is on here, I know now too, and just blessed that they're here. Just everybody has an impact on these kids. Lord, continue to power them and encourage them to build these students up in the ways that you want them to go. It's so much more than academics, Lord. It is who they are on the inside. And you know that so much better than we ever can. But Lord, continue to build in them what you need them to be. Bless this night and bless our time together. In your name we pray. Amen. So before I hand off to Mr. Casper, I've had the last 2 days, I've had the joy of running around San Antonio and getting to our seniors' homes and putting up their senior signs and handing T-shirts. And it has been super cool to be able to do that. You have no idea. Like, it is, running into just, I didn't know LJ in his yard. He's got a 3-foot high Sasquatch statue in his yard. And even though he doesn't believe in Sasquatch, I was just fascinated they had a Sasquatch in their yard. And then today I was at Katie Ryan's house and getting to talk to alumni Lisa about some stuff and just catching up with them. And, and then being all the way down in downtown San Antonio where Ricky lives and getting to visit with Ricky and see what he's been up to. And I don't know if I've ever seen another home with so many plants growing in his mom loves plants. It's amazing. And it looks like just such a healthy environment. I mean, but I've just been blessed to go to everybody's house. I mean, I could keep going and keep going. Of course, the Shadles had to let Marlena out of the cuffs. Marlena's just been out of control at their house. And so, it was interesting to see her kind of get loose and run around a little bit. And then she calmed down and we were able to have a great visit. And they're really taking this COVID isolation seriously. So she's really getting, feisty, but I could keep going on and teasing all of my kids. So please know if I didn't get to you, I know there's just a ton of you. So I don't have enough time for that, but it has been such a blessing to see you guys, the families, and how you're doing, and just having a moment to remind you how much I care about you and how much your school cares about you. Once again, this place is so much more than just the academics, and we're blessed. But tonight we're going to take some time to talk about academics. We're going to take some time to talk about our pillars and who we feel probably, it's tough to exemplify, to narrow it down to one person sometimes, or even two. It was like an arm wrestling match that was just tough. And I'm so proud of all of our kids. So without further ado, I will launch this to Mr. Casper to be the first one here. Mr. Casper, lead us.
All right. For the most important first, I like to see. But for this year, for the Theology Awards, for our Improvement Awards, we have Andrea Bersoza, Kylie Balderrama, Cameron Boriak, and Paige Riley. And then for the Theology Excellence Awards, just people that showed kind of expert knowledge and basically creativity and bringing in thoughtful processes all year long, would be Sydney Hoke, Ainsley Larson, Mickey Urban, Lily Friesenhahn, Emma Munoz, Stephanie Martinez, and for the senior, Sophia Hotea. And Mr. Eichstad, to you.
All right. So for those who showed excellent improvement this year in English, we have Sitan Beard, Jacob Starr, Andrea Persoza, Lane Nolan, Wyatt Scruggs, and Ben Spivey. And for those who showed excellence in English this year, we have Gabby Van Wert, An Dow, Hiba Mohammed, Sydney Hoke, Ainsley Larson, Lily Friesenhahn, Allison Wisa, and Alec Flores. And I'm going to kick it over to Mr. Schutze to talk about science.
All righty. So we've got quite the list here. And for science improvement this year in the grade levels, we have Lane Nolan, Lauren Kress, Abby Giraldi, and then the senior Emma Munoz. And then excellence in science, we have Greta Schattel, Lauren Holquist, and then Ainsley Larson, Noah Gonzalez, Johanna Gunther, and Mickey Urban. And then a three-way tie at the seniors with Lauren Holquist, Marlena Schattel, and Alyssa Wissa.
By the way, of course, everybody, we get nervous in doing this too. So as we may mispronounce a name at times, and I apologize for that, but this is scary for us to do this too. So trust me, Marlena and guys, we apologize in advance for when we're nervous and doing stuff. So just want to let you know, yeah.
Ms. Hartman, you're up.
Every Health Science Academy student in Lutheran High is excellent, without a doubt. But there is one outstanding student chosen to be the Health Science Student of the Year. She's demonstrated excellence in the areas of academic achievement, leadership, self-motivation, and respect. This student has a love for learning, a passion for knowledge, and a hunger to grow and develop academically. The student chosen to be this year's Health Science Student of the Year is organized, consistent, and persistent, and is able to connect learning to life, thereby increasing the effectiveness of her education. This student sets herself apart as she recognizes that a relationship with one's teacher is fundamental to success at school, and she has sought to build a partnership in this learning process, recognizing the teacher is not only a valuable resource, but also an ally, which she benefits from, and then she shares what she learns with her classmates. Lastly, this student values the educational process she has been privileged to receive as part of the newly formed Health Science Academy here at Lutheran High. This year's Health Science Student of the Year is Miss Lauren Elise Holquist. And now, we pass it to Coach Curran.
Good evening, everybody. I have the privilege of presenting the Physical Education and Health Award of Excellence. And this year's recipient goes to Mickey Urban. And now to Mr. Henderson.
All right, guys. So for our mathematics department, for our improvement awards, we have Sitan Beard, Tyler Oliver, and Sophia Yanez. And then for our excellence award, we have Brady Wunderlich, Jade Liu, Cody Stormer, William Wickersham, An Dow, Maya Sanders, Colin Levine, Mickey Urban, Allison Wisa, Aaron Love, and Emma Munoz. And then we're going to pass it over to Miss Jessamine.
Hello guys, felicidades, buenas noches, damas y caballeros, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go through the awards for foreign language, especially for Spanish. So for the freshman most improved student award, that he was super awesome, especially in this digital learning, goes to Cameron Conway. And for excellent Spanish award goes to Olivia Davila. I have to recognize Olivia Davila in special because during this 9 weeks, she came to Zoom every day to practice her Spanish. So that was an amazing achievement. Now for the sophomore awards, the most improved student, it goes to, she can also be an excellent award as well, is Maddie Wood. And for the excellent Spanish award goes to Marcela Munoz. In the juniors award, the most improved student goes to Hiba Mohammed. And the excellence award goes to Abby Giraldi. And finally, but not least, the seniors award, the most improved student, especially in his singing and dancing, goes to Trey LaFleur. And for excellent Spanish award goes to Katie Ryan. And now we send it back to Mr. Isaac.
All right. The freshmen got to experience something totally new this year in that we were doing computer class mostly online, even before March it came along. They were at school, but they were doing work online. And for the improvement in technology this year, we have Taylor Wilson. And for excellence all year long, Olivia Davila. And I'm going to pass it to Miss Urban to talk about the fine arts.
Okay, and I have the art awards, and just before I do those, just a shout out to all the band and choir people this year for being flexible and willing to work with different circumstances. You guys did great. So this year, our Freshman Excellence Award goes to Olivia Davila and Andrea Versosa Aviles. Both great art students, really concerned with doing better and willing to take critiques well. Our sophomore with excellence is Greta Shadle, and she just keeps getting better and better. Juniors, our most improved is Hiba Mohammed. She rocked fourth quarter. She did more than she ever knew she could do, and she did great. Our excellence awards for the juniors are Lauren Kress and Lily Friesenhan. And for our seniors, our excellent seniors are Allison Wisa and Sophia Yanez. And Allison and Sophia both really spent the year finding a voice that was their own and doing really good. And I will pass it off to Bruce, Mr. Beedinger.
For social studies, there's so many kids that just really improved that it was hard to just distinguish between a few. And so I'd like just to acknowledge the kids who excelled in social studies this year. It was Abby Giraldi, Hiba Mohammed, Noah Gonzalez, Paige Riley, Mickey Urban, Anna Stomness, Katie Ryan, Marco Ortega, Marlena Shadle, and Allison Wisa.
Wow. That is, guys, again, I don't know if you guys all know, on the very bottom of your screen, it goes to, on the bottom right corner, kind of, it says reactions of the different things on the bottom. And so I'm keep trying to just put the clapping thing up. So if you're like, did Mr. Maynard not clap for my child? I keep trying to remember to look down and kind of keep clapping again, because it's just, it's quite the list. So congratulations to everybody so far on the awards that have been given. And hey, if you're into it, watch this one. I'm going to do a thumbs up here too. Boom, I just want to give a thumbs up to our parents, because obviously they don't do this stuff alone. And heck, especially right now, like you guys are at home motivating them and working with them in ways that we can't get to right now. So very blessed, again, partnering with you guys to make these things happen. I know Allison Wisa especially, like mom and dad have to put in extra work to get her to do work. So that's a good thing. Sorry, I can't not tease my students. It's a maturity issue I think I have. Here you go. So I get to talk about honor students and just take a moment to recognize our kids right now on that. And you know, for a fourth quarter, really, again, kids stepping up and really leading. And so I'm gonna say all the names Even though we get to see them all. Thanks, Mr. Eichstedt, for sharing the screen. But, again, these people deserve the recognition, especially in a challenging situation like this. So if you look down the bottom of the merit roll first, that I want to look at, merit roll students who have achieved a 90% or better average with no grade below an 80. Freshman, Andrea Bersoza Aveles, Cody Stormer, Gabriella Van Wert, and Taylor Wilson. So blessed. Sorry, some of the names got reversed on that. I like we were kind of first names sometimes, last names sometimes. I apologize. We'll fix that. For sophomores, Guy Esparza, Stephen Jones, Lauren Perales, and Adam Richter. Great work, guys. Again, they're young, and having even at that young side to commit to that level of it, in this challenging time, just impressive. Our junior class, Cameron Boriak, Josh Davila, Lauren Kress, Kai Mengering, Stephanie Martinez, Hiba Mohammed, Emma Munoz, Wyatt Scruggs, and Nitran. Great list there. Again, students I would love to have in any class if I taught. It would just be a blessing. Seniors, I'm going to double check the first one, but Zach Beedinger. We need to double check that, Bruce, if you could do some stuff at home just to make sure. And Ricky, or better known as, well, Ricky is what he's known as. But at graduation, I won't say his full name right now because he doesn't want it till graduation. So Ricky, I'll honor that for right now. And then we go up to honor roll. Students who have achieved a 95% or better average with no grade below an 85. Again, just taking it up another notch. And look at how many kids we had do that in this situation. So Olivia Davila, I know she's probably taunting her brother at home, but that's just part of being siblings. Danny Fisher, Nathan Gonzalez, Cora Gunther, Sydney Hoke, Marcela Nunez, Rachel Sanders, Brady Wunderlich. And then for the sophomores, Kylie Balderrama, Cecily Briggs, On Dow. Guy ended up on this list twice. So Guy Esparza, Avery Foster, Emily Holtquist, James Jewell, Delaney Cowald, Ainsley Larson, Colin Levine, Lane Nolan, Corbin Raish, Maya Sanders, Greta Shadle, Kate Simnett, Jordan Wells, Maddie Wood. Again, great group, guys. Good job there. It's a big group of sophomores. For the juniors, Mia Chandrahasan, Lily Friesenhahn, Abigail Giraldi, Noah Gonzalez, Johanna Gunther, Paige Riley, Nikki Urban, and Savannah Van Cleve. And to our seniors, again, seniors, I'm very impressed with you guys. In this process, you could have totally kind of semi-checked out. I'm going to college. All I got to do is pass. And yet, again, the senior group holding the line is like, no, excellence is what I'm about. And the seniors that did that, Alec Flores, Derek Gutierrez, Sophia Hotea, Lauren Holtquist, Sophia Llanos, Aaron Love, Katie Ryan, Marlena Shadle, Benjamin Spivey, Anna Stamis, David Wente, and Allison Wiesa. Oh my goodness! Let me do my clapping here because I just have to. But what a blessing! You guys are amazing. So, and now I'll hand it off to Mr. Sanders for Scholar Athletes, I believe.
Yes. So this is for anyone who completed at least 2 sports and had at least a 92 average. So we did, with the uniqueness of this year, we counted the spring sports. If people were out there and part of that, they were part of this. If someone was inadvertently overlooked, please let me know. But we went through this, and for our freshmen, we have Olivia Davila, Danny Fisher, Cora Gunther,
and technology is freezing Mr. Sanders a little bit there.
Rachel Sanders, for Kelly Clote, Delaney Cowald, Lane Nolan, Corbin Raish, Maya Sanders, and Kate Simnett. For the juniors, Paige Riley, Mickey Urban, Mia Chanderhausen, Joshua Davila, Noah Gonzalez, Stephanie Martinez, and Emma Munoz. And for the seniors, Aaron Love, Marlena Shadle, and David Wenthy. So, that's pretty cool for especially, people that are competing in multiple sports as well as competing well in the classroom. So that's a great thing. And for student government, yes.
Could you read the freshmen one more time? You froze up a little bit and make sure that they get recognized.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you for telling me. For the freshmen, it's Olivia Davila, Danny Fisher.
That's amazing. It's like technology doesn't like the freshmen right now for that. So let's see if it'll stop being so. Olivia Davila, Danny Fisher, Cora Gunther, Rachel Sanders, Gabby Van Wert, and Brady Wonderlick.
Miss Urban.
Okay, and we have student council awards that we give out every year, and we're also going to announce the results of our elections for our student council officers for next year. And doing all those introductions is going to be Katie Ryan, who is our current student body president. So take it away, Katie.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to start off with the sophomores. And for the sophomore class representative and the sophomore class treasurer, those are both open and will be decided when next year starts. But with the sophomore class vice president, the winner was Olivia Davila, and the sophomore class president was Cora Gunther. So, woo. Alrighty, and for the junior class, all the spots were filled, and for the representative was Maddie Wood. So good job, Maddie. The treasurer was Colin Levine. And the junior class vice president was Maya Sanders, and the president was Ansley Larson. And just to note, the president's race was very close. So good job, everybody, on the juniors. And finally, for the seniors, the class representative is Lily Friesenhahn, and the class treasurer is Mia Chanderhausen, and the vice president is Abby Giraldi, and the class president is Johanna Gunther. So good job for the senior class, woohoo. And finally for the executive board, so for the entire student body, the first thing is the secretary and the treasurer are both open, and they have not been decided yet, but they will when the year starts. And so that leaves the vice president, and that is Paige Riley. So good job, Paige. And the board president is Cameron Boriak. So good job, everybody, woohoo. That's all for the student council. And I guess I'm moving on to the student council awards descriptions, or awards, correct? All right. So the educator award, we have a Bible verse for this from Romans 12, 6-7. And it is, we have different gifts according to the grace given to us. If a man's gift is prophesying, let him use it in proportion to his faith. If it is serving, let him serve. If it is teaching, let him teach. If it is encouraging, let him encourage. And so for that award, it goes to Mr. Eichstead. So thank you, Mr. Eichstead, for being an awesome educator. All right. Next one is the ministry award, and the verse for this is Romans 12, 6-7. We have different gifts according to the grace given to us. If a man's gift is prophesying, let him use it in proportion to his faith. If it is serving, let him serve. If it is teaching, let him teach. If it is encouraging, let him encourage. I guess there must have been a mess up because that's the same verse, but anyway, that award goes to Mr. Casper. So thank you, Mr. Casper, for being a great minister. All right, sorry. So finally, we have the student awards. The first one is a Good Friend Award, and this Bible verse is Proverbs 17:17, and it is, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So the underclassmen award goes to Emma Munoz for that. Good job, Emma. And the senior award goes to Anna Stamnes. Good job, Anna. And finally, the Peacemaker Award. And this is from Matthew 5:6. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. The underclassmen award goes to Delaney Kowald. And the senior award goes to Marlena Shadle. So good job, everybody. That was it for the Student Council Awards.
All right, thank you, Katie. And we will give it to Mr. Eichstead for National Honor Society.
So recognizing those folks who have been serving in our National Honor Society, doing things like running our field days and rodeo day and other fun activities like that. Those members are Sophia Hotea, Lauren Holtquist, Trey LaFleur, Katie Ryan, Marlena Shadle, Anna Stomness, and Allison Wiesa. And to recognize those who are new NHS inductees, we did a ceremony for them in earlier this school year, thanks to the PTA and Ms. Chandrahasan for helping to organize that. Those new members are Mia Chandrahasan, Joshua Davila, Lily Friesenhahn, Abby Giraldi, Noah Gonzalez, Johanna Gunther, Paige Riley, Kayvon Chaparost, Mickey Urban, and Savannah Van Cleve. Congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to you guys helping serve the school and your community in your role in NHS. Mr. Maynard, you have the Mustang Award, and then we'll get into our Pillar Awards.
Definitely. Okay. Mustang Award. These students, they epitomize consistent, conscientious effort and set a good example as students on this campus for others to emulate. Basically, these are the do-it-all students. They were in the running for every one of these other awards too, probably. They are, again, I would say so much of these students are the heartbeat of this campus. And so I'm blessed to be able to announce them. So from the underclassmen, it goes Noah Gonzalez, Kelly Clote. By the way, Kelly, I want to say a special thing to you because you just transferred in this year from another school, and you instantly came in and were just a great addition. And it was just great to see you jump in right away. James Jewell, Greta Shadle, Maddie Wood, Savannah Van Cleve, and Adam Richter. And our seniors, you know what? This award definitely needs to go to a loving person like Aaron Love and Sophia Hotea. And now to, I believe, Mrs. Moore, are you next?
I am. Okay, I have the privilege of announcing the Servant Heart Award. This student is a good servant, helpful and giving, willing to do more than what is required, and not complaining when asked to serve. And we'll start with our underclassmen. Those that were nominated were Rachel Sanders, Sydney Hoke, I'm guessing. I just have initials. Delaney Kowald and Lauren Kress. And our winners were freshman Olivia Davila, sophomore Ainsley Larson, and junior Josh Davila. And then our seniors that were nominated are David Wenthy, Zach Beedinger, Alex Flores, and Sophia Hotea. And our senior Servant Heart Award winner goes to Trey LaFleur. And now, off to Bruce.
I have the pleasure of doing the Perseverance Award, and this goes to the students who are hard workers. They stick to the task until it is completed, and they're not easily distracted. The underclassmen who are nominated were Liam Bryan, Paige Riley, Adam Richter, Maddie Wood, and Rachel Sanders. The winners, Lauren Kress, Delaney Kowald, and Danny Fisher. The seniors who were nominated, Ricky Cardenas, Marlena Shadle, and Katie Ryan, and the winner was Lauren Holtquist. And now I turn it over to the Integrity Award.
All right, so the Integrity Award is for the student who consistently displays strong moral character, who is striving to do God's will in all situations. And for the non-seniors, the nominees were Colin Levine and Sydney Hoke. And the winners for the freshmen, Nathan Gonzalez. For the sophomores, An Dow. And for the juniors, Emma Munoz. And then for the seniors, those nominated were David Winthy, Lauren Holquist, and Lindsay Milnes. And the senior winner was Marlena Shadle. Next to Mr. Henderson.
All right, so I get to give out the Involved Award. To get the Involved Award, the student has to have a passion for life, a determination to try, and a commitment to living the Christian life all the way to its fullest. So to start off, our underclassmen nominees were Delaney Kowald, Corbin Raish, and Emma Munoz. And then the winners are Mickey Urban, Maya Sanders, and Brady Wonderlich. And then for our seniors, our nominees are Aaron Love, Ricky Cardenas, Anna Stamnis, and Trey LaFleur. And our senior winner of the Involved Award was David Wenthy. And now we will pass over to Mike Becker for Respect.
All right, the Respect Award. This is a student who sets an example of humility, patience, and understanding of others. My favorite award. I'm giving it out. Our Cully Clote, Greta Shadle, Lily Friesenhahn, and Josh Davila. Classmen are Stephanie Martinez, Colin Levine, and Rachel Sanders. And for seniors, nominated, we have Anna Stamnis and Sophia Hotea. And the senior winner of the Respect Award goes to Allison Wisa.
Okay, and I am doing the James Award. This student, like James, the brother of Jesus, who journeyed from being an unbeliever to the head of the church in Jerusalem, has shown significant social, academic, and spiritual growth. Those nominated were Savannah Van Cleve, Josh Davila, Satan Beard, and Blake Smith. The winners, Paige Riley, Sammy Pettit, and Cody Stormer. And now on to the Love Award with Nurse Mary Jo.
I have the honor of announcing the Love Award winners. The Love Award is this student has consistently demonstrated the ability to share and use the fruits of the Spirit, namely peace, love, and self-control, seeking out opportunities to comfort fellow students and those in the community. Our underclassmen nominees are Ainsley Larson, Paige Riley, and Emma Munoz. And our underclassmen winners of this award are Sydney Hoke, Corbin Raish, and Lily Friesenhahn. Our senior nominee was Aaron Love, and our senior winner for the Love Award is Anna Stamnis. Now on to Miss Urban.
Okay, and I have the Paul Award. This student has demonstrated life-changing growth over the 4 years of high school. And this was easy this year. This award goes to Katie Ryan. All right, Mr. Maynard, your turn.
All right. I don't know. Katie hasn't gotten that much taller, so I don't know. But I love you, Katie. All right, Prodea et Schola. In my mind, it's the top award a senior can receive for academics. Lutheran High School, this student is presented to the senior who has demonstrated leadership and Christian character in the school and the community and has influenced student attitudes. They just stand out. Once again, we talk about a school that is more than academics. Academics are important, but who you are, students, is so much more than your GPA. In life, you're going to be asked to sell out standards you have. In life, you're going to be asked to cut corners. And on this campus, a student that has always stood out and especially the seniors this year, as a leader that has stood out and owned this campus and has been an upright individual, is David Wenthy. David, I'm so proud of you. Again, I just want to take an extra moment. David, I tease you all the time, and it is because I admire you so much. Just from the bottom of my heart, you have been someone that, as a young man, I get to look up to in so many ways. I'm proud to get to work with you. I'm blessed. And your parents, we had a meeting today, and I was going to wait to share it with you, but you get to spend an extra year at Lutheran High School next year. 5th year senior David Wenthy. All right, and I'll hand it off to Mr. Sanders.
Okay, so the Extracurricular Excellence Award, senior student or students who have displayed outstanding talent, commitment, and support to various LHSSA programs, and that goes to David Wenthy. The Outstanding Senior Athlete Award, we give one to the males and one to the females. But this year was a little different with the spring sports not being able to compete in those things. And we had a pretty close race in one of these where they were both spring athletes. And so at dividing line, we've not done this before, but for the males, we have David Wenthy, and we are giving out 2 for the females to Devin Treadway and Marlena Shadle. Congratulations, you guys.
Wow. And again, that's all these kids, and it was so close in so many rare areas. Like if I can literally point at every student that's here tonight and say, oh, you know what? Well, so-and-so, you should get, if we had an award for this, you should get this. And if we had an award for everything, it'd be a long award ceremony. I mean, obviously we try to pick out kind of core things of our school, but parents, you can't know how blessed we are as a campus, the level of quality of students that we have. Every year they go out and, you look at across the board, our kids are going to Baylor, and our kids are going to UT, and our kids are going to, I mentioned Baylor, and Lauren Holquist's mom and dad still aren't talking to her because she didn't choose Alabama. And I just pray for healing in that house. But, our kids are getting accepted everywhere, and they're fulfilling dreams, and they're finding, with the help of Mr. Casper in the past, Mrs. Irvin, our seniors are going to the places where they dream of going, where they're going to have the big opportunities. And you're going to continue to see that. This is, I don't know, it's just amazing to see every year, and it should get old, I guess, because you see it every year, but it just never does, because the kids change and they keep doing more amazing things that were different than the year before. Every year at Lutheran High School is a special year because the kids make it unique. The kids make this campus what it is. Our staff are amazing, and they support these kids, and we're blessed by the quality staff that we have. But our students really push what this culture of this campus is, and we don't talk about it enough that, so many kids on this campus are just leading and doing amazing things while they're here, and so they're such a blessing. I'll tell you what, I will pray us out of here at this point. But for those of you that want to stick around and hear a little bit about what graduation is going to look like, kind of a preview session about that, please feel free. I know some of you have heard that already today, seniors, as we walked around, but we'll walk through it again. But let's pray here, and then again, if you want to hang around after that, you're more than welcome to. Pray with me. Gracious Lord, for these students, thank you for their accomplishments, Lord, for those students that were nominated. Oh my goodness, Lord, what a great list of those kids are, and they're the rising stars, these underclassmen that received awards. Lord, I can't wait to see what they do next year. But Lord, I want to take a special moment for these seniors. I pray for these seniors as they're stepping out into this world, a post-COVID catastrophe world. Lord, how you're going to have them lead, I don't know, but they are empowered and ready to do work in your name and care for people in amazing ways. And so bless them and bless their families, Lord, in these last weeks of being here at Lutheran High. But Lord, for all of our families, protect us, guide us, and continue to put us on paths where we have opportunities to care and love for others. In your name we pray. Amen. Again, so proud of all you guys, students, parents. Thank you for your commitment to your kids. We're blessed. So I'll give everybody a minute if people want to check out, and then we'll start here in about 60 seconds. All right, are we pretty steady now, Mr. Sander or Mr. Eichstedt? Is that looking like we're staying there? So, all right.
Yeah. I think
Good
you're
deal.
good to go.
All right. So here you go. So the preview of graduation, and some of you have heard this, but go ahead and ask some questions as once I get through this. We were confirmed now to be able to use UTSA's parking lot. Tomorrow, I'm going to be able to have a chance to get over there, and I'm going to try to take the school's drone and get a vertical of the parking area so I can kind of have a map for where people will end up being lined up. But this is going to be a huge parking area, and we're going to have 3 rows of families, and in each family you will have 4 cars that you're allowed to have. So I'll just use the Ryans as an example. So the car Katie's in will be in the front of her group, and then she can have 3 trailer cars behind her. Let's just call it the Katie gang. And then so when Katie's name is said, and by the way, we'll have a meeting on that. Maybe possibly I'm thinking Tuesday afternoon before ice cream, next Tuesday afternoon before ice cream. And so if it's Katie Ryan or whatever she wants, KK, Ryan, I don't know. I don't know. Katie, what do you want to go by for graduation? Sorry, make this a good example. What are we calling you at graduation?
The Cat Mahout.
Okay, the Cat Mahout Ryan, and all 4 cars will be able to come out, and there'll be a way for her to go, and they'll go all the way up, and there'll be a stage at the very front, and everybody can be honking. Of course, all her cars can be honking. They can be decorated out. Seniors, you can have your caps decorated out, but we're expecting seniors to be in their total graduation robe and cap. Katie gets to the front. She's kind of come and shake either my hand or the board chair's hand. And we'll have gloves that we change every time so we can actually shake hands and congratulate people. And shake hands, bam. And mom will be I'm gonna ask Mr. Becker to be in a great position to take pictures for everyone. But you'll have a great opportunity as parents, because you guys will be parked right in the very front when Katie's there. Click, click, click. We'll get those pictures. Katie will get back in her car, and then all those 4 cars will go back to where they were parked before. And so we'll have that pretty well marked out and a plan for those routes to happen. So the other part of that we'll be running things on YouTube. So we'll pre-record everything. I think I saw Emma Munoz on this. We're going to ask Emma to sing the national anthem, and we're going to ask Emma to sing the alma mater, and have that pre-recorded. If you guys want to sing in your cars, that's great. I probably won't be able to hear you, or but if you all just, hey, well, Mr. Reno, we're not a musical family. That's okay. Enjoy Emma. Hopefully, if she says yes, choose to sing those songs for us. And for the national anthem, it'll be kind of where we don't get to stand up, but I still believe that we honor our country appropriately by making sure that's played and doing what we can, not what we can't. With that being said, so most of everything will be pre-done on YouTube. We'll also have an FM transmitter, so you can be on I don't know what channel it's going to be at, but 92.1, let's just throw that out there. And we'll have that playing on the FM transmitter as well. It looks like Shepherd is going to possibly let us use it, and Mr. Eichstead is going to get training on how to make sure that works correctly. That's what I've heard from Pastor Chris. And so basically, if one technology fails, hopefully the other one doesn't. If need be, I will bring a backup loud mic, and we will open up, like we'll have open up windows and try to do it that way if we need to. But so we'll have the first part of the whole program will be pre-recorded, and then we'll do the diplomas, and then any speeches that will come after that. I think we're going to discuss maybe moving everything to the very front and making the diplomas the very last thing, and then a prayer send out. We are going to add since we don't get to do a baccalaureate this year, we are going to do, yes, ma'am. Yes, good call, Mrs. Hartman. So, you know, we can have our hand over our heart during the national anthem, definitely. But during, oh, I just lost my train. Sorry, I saw that come up on my screen. I want to make sure I was like, that's a good point. Oh, goodness. What was I saying, Mr. Eichstead?
Pushing everything to the front, and then graduates and the prayer.
We're going to have, it's going to be, since we don't get to do baccalaureate, we are going to add a short message from a pastor. We are going to have, we're going to look for a hymn or two to play to celebrate this time. And obviously those will be pre-recorded, but we definitely want to make sure that we glorify the one that has given us this opportunity and these skills. So just so you know, that's what we'll go with there. So changing the tassels. We haven't made this whole plan out yet. Obviously, we're asking questions now. That's a good one to consider. What I would say at the very end is maybe, David, since you're kind of the last, you're pretty much, you just stay up at the front, and then we'll have you do everybody will get out of their cars once everybody's back in position. And one thing could be at the very front, and he can, as he motions, everybody else does it too. And away everybody will be done at that point. So yeah, that's a great idea. Any other questions like off of this right now that I'm interested in? Hey, Mr. Rand, what about this? What about X? Go ahead and type those in to the chat. That would be definitely helpful because we're right on hand then. Really? Come on, folks. Yes, it's still the same bat time, same bat channel. So it's going to be Friday, May 22nd, and I believe our official start time was 6 o'clock. So there you go. And Mr. Beedinger said he lost connection for the first 2 minutes. So yeah, Mr. Beedinger, you and Zach. So Zach will be in the front car. They'll have you guys can have 3 other cars. And then when Zach's turn to go up there, Zach Beedinger, all the cars can follow him. There'll be a route that you all can take. Zach will come up out of the car, shake my hand or possibly Mrs. Larson's hand. We'll pose for pictures at that point. Mr. Becker will be taking pictures as well, but you guys will be in a great position for pictures. Obviously, I remember you guys purchased front row at the auction gala. And so I'm trying to remember the other ones, but I know you've made sure I remember that you guys purchased those. So, but yeah, we'll make sure the people that are in the front are supposed to be in the front. Yes. Okay. So, no, you don't need a UTSA parking permit. The speeches, all these things are being pre-recorded. So teachers will have there's always teachers that are presenting the students as well. That's always been our tradition, is the students get to select their presenter, and the presenter will get to pre-record that as well. Yes, Mr. Hotel, as this is just, I'm gonna get I'll get an official map for us all, but I also want to get the vertical. Hopefully, if I can get my drone there, if they'll let me fly it. If I don't ask permission and I fly it, then I just have to say I'm sorry. So hopefully that'll be okay. But get the drone there, take a vertical picture, and then be able to map out a scenario for you. So we'll have that by early next week at the latest. Let's see here. Mrs. Urban, faculty-wise, we'll have, it's kind of, this is a different year. So I know all of our faculty is going to want to be there. So we'll have everybody off to the side, probably faculty-wise, in a spot.
Can we do like half on one side of the stage and half on the other side so we can honk as they're coming in and going out?
I'll have to see just how it lays out. Again, folks, just so you know, it was really weird I told the seniors this. I was at, I had requested 3 different parking areas at UTSA, and they said no to all 3. And then I asked why. And it was like being told no by your mom because I said so, or because that's because. And so, so now it's a new area that I didn't anticipate. So now I need to go there and see what the layout's like exactly and plan accordingly. Yes. Okay. So when people are going to be coming in, we'll have that put out. We'll get some volunteers in place. Mr. Schutze puts out a good question there, but everybody's going to have a cone. And again, with that pre-map, we will be able to show you where you should expect to have to park. And we'll have a cone with your guys' name on it. So we'll have something that shows you guys where you need to stop and park. And then obviously the cars will need to be lined up right behind you, the other ones. Make sure we're not facing west. That's a good call, Mr. Becker. Yeah, that'll be a hot one. Decorate cars. Like, decorate your cars. Honk when they're going up there if you want to. This is going to be a fun time for our seniors. Like, we are going to make this the best we can. Like I told all of our seniors, the reason we chose to do this rather than waiting into June possibly or the unknown, this guarantees on this date, everybody expected this date. And so it really, air horns, this time, yes, air horns outside in our gym. Next year, air horns, no. But this year, yes, air horns this year. But yeah, it was, I lost my thought again. That's okay. We can find a way to play the same song. That would be a neat idea. I don't know whose mom computer is, but that's a good idea. We'll work on that. Or again, I'll make sure we have a loudspeaker there. Fireworks, I don't think UTSA is going to let us do, but I will ask. But if I don't tell you anything further from here, because I would tell you if somebody asked me if they could have fireworks on Lutheran High's campus, I would tell them no. Marco's mom. Awesome. So.
Yes, there is going to be a stage where the student will go up and across.
Yeah, we're not going to do a full big stage, but we'll do a little stage so students can come up and come down. Just don't trip. So we'll make it really low and simple.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, good call. Might be a city ban against fireworks anyways, but I just don't see UTSA. They're being nice enough to let us use that's another great idea, Claudia. Thank you. Balloon release. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't see people just letting us do fireworks, but what are they gonna do? Stop us with balloons? We can do that. That's a great idea. All right. Any other thoughts or questions people want to throw out? Again, this is going to be super unique this year. I know it's not what any of us wanted, but it's still going to be great because of who's here. So I'm excited. LJ said he's going to do his hair up, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. Well, thank you. I'll tell you what, the teachers have done an amazing job. We will have, a couple seniors still have to finish up what they're doing. So I will say between 25 and 30 seniors will be able to walk. Again, there still has to be certain credits finished. So, but yes, and thank you, Mr. Hotea. Yeah, the staff has done amazing. The team has just been phenomenal. All right. Well, Ricky, you're welcome, buddy. We love you. So, without further ado, this is ending right on schedule at just about 7 o'clock. So, as other questions come up or whatnot, feel free to get a hold of us. Don't hesitate. And again, thank you guys for being a part of our family. We're blessed because you guys are a blessing. So, thank you. So. And